All right, I'm going to say this how this message came to me, okay? And I don't know why the voice is so like animated. It's a little animated. I'm going to calm it down a little bit. But it was like, you, my friend, are solution based. That's why they don't like you. I don't know why it came to me like that, but I'm just giving it to you how it came. Okay, that's it. Good day, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome to Milk Honey Rose. I am Mystic Alchemy. Thank you for being here. Okay, so you have people that feel some type of way because you're solution based. That's how you move. You move in such a way to where when you make things happen and you get things shaken, the whole point is to have a solution based method that you use to get through whatever it is that you may be going through. So I feel like that also basically is stating that you are someone who you don't dwell in what's not working. You think about what is going to work. Many times people fall short because they keep thinking about what doesn't work. If it don't work, it don't work. Leave it alone. Move on to the next thing. And I feel like a lot of you move that way. You don't waste time thinking about things that you cannot control, because what is the point in that? You focus on what you can control and what you can get right, and you build on that, right? And you have people that don't think like that, and those are the people that get quite angry, very grumpy. Okay, I see the little cartoon in my mind, Grumpy. What is that? What is that? That's the Seven Dwarfs, I think, from, I forget which card. Is that like Sleeping Beauty or something? I don't know. Where are they? Let me see. I believe it is. But it's making me think about Grumpy. So, oh, Snow White. Snow White, yeah. Snow White, the Sleeping Beauty. That's on my mind. I'm thinking about those little characters. And one of them, their name is Grumpy. His face is funny and his eyebrows are extra sharp. But yeah, they arched. He must have got them done. But anyway, he is angry all the time, always grumpy. Everything's always wrong. So when you have people that don't think in such a way to refrain from focusing on what's not working and pivot, they get annoyed with you. And I mean, rightfully so, because I probably would be mad if I felt like them too, because there must be a blockage, okay? They have a block. And which blockage is that? Which chakra is blocked when people can't pivot? Would that be the sacral? What's that? Let me look that up because that's tickling my brain. Un momento. Okay, yeah, so from what I picked up intuitively, it would be sacral, and I just looked it up, and it's right from my understanding. If you guys have a different understanding, you let me know. But it says possible symptoms of a sacral chakra imbalance are issues with intimacy, emotional instability, lack of emotion, stifled creativity, addictions, fear of change. That's why I feel like it's the right one. Depression, reproductive or urinary issues. The sacral chakra is your creativity center and responds best to play. Playtime. It's playtime. See, those people don't like to play. Grumpy people don't want to play. They want to be mad and find something else to be angry about. So if you're over there smiling, talking about it's going to be all right, and you pivot instead of complaining, that's why they get angry, because they're already depressed. They most likely have addictions because their sacral chakra is malfunctioning. Okay? So yeah, that's an issue for them, unfortunately. So I can see why they're angry, because they have some shadow work to do and they haven't done it yet. So they get mad at people like you because you figured it out. You figured out that change is the wave. How could you live in this realm and not be willing to change? That's wild. You're going to have a really hard time here. So You know you can't even get mad at the people that get mad at you. Just think about that. It would be ridiculous if you would respond to these individuals with anger. If anything, it makes you want to try to help them, but most likely they won't want your help because they're really grumpy, remember? They're so grumpy. Their eyebrows are sharp, I told you. They're not going to want to, they're not going to want your help. So, I mean, hey, if they're willing to accept, you to give them some quick guidance, that's cool. But if they don't want it, you can say, okay, I'm back away. You do you. It's cool. That's cool too. So I think this message is to say that Spirit just wants you to know, please don't get angry at the grumpy people. They're having trouble. Remember, their sacral chakra is blocked. And when it's blocked, it causes all of the issues that I mentioned prior to. So don't get stuck with their energy sticking on you, because that's what individuals like that, they try to do. They really literally try to project their energy onto you because they want you to be angry as well. Okay? They want you to be grumpy faced too. So if you're not, it's like, what can I do to make you just as mad as me? But that's not your energy. That's not your signature. If you have a reason to be angry, then okay. Emotions, all of them are necessary. However, if you don't have no reason, you're not one to just be walking around complaining and mad about everything and afraid of change and all that. That's not you. So yes, of course, individuals that have a blocked chakra or a blocked sacral chakra will have trouble accepting you for who you are. And you already know that they have work to do, and that's just that. There's no need to drop down to their level, drop to their frequency to even try to say a thing, because whatever you say, it won't be received. So it would be a waste of your time, and you would just be feeding into their tricky little web of confusion that they're trying to draw you into off the strength of them feeling less than appreciated or just confused. It's confusion. It's like that emotional stability can really throw somebody completely off. And that's why emotional intelligence is mandatory if you want to live a favorable life, a favorable lifestyle. If your emotions are not right, you will have so much trouble. Because I even have family members, honestly, that there's one in particular on my mind. And this family member, the emotions, man, really, really difficult for that family member of mine. And every little thing flying off the handle, and it's so unnecessary. And I could talk all day until my jaw is tired. And unfortunately, it's not received. So then I just wipe my hands with it, and I just say I'm done. I'm not going to repeat myself. I said what I said. I told you how to fix it. If you don't want to fix it, then that's fine. I still love you though, but you gotta get away from me with that energy, because I can't do it. But again, I love you though, but until you get it right, please back away from me. Thank you. Okay? And that's just how you got to do it sometimes with some people. You have to, because is it worth your sanity? Especially when you're responding to a person like that in a loving energy and they still like, no, grumpy. I want to be grumpy. Let them be that way. But that doesn't have to be you. Okay? So you continue to do you, continue to be you. Understand that because you're so open to change and you don't have any problem with the pivot when it's time, you are a natural born winner anyway, because a lot of people struggle with that. Okay? And there's going to be people that are not going to like that, which is crazy, because it's like, why would you even care? However, people do care because they see within you what they don't have within them. And instead of asking for some guidance to try to be better, they'd rather do the opposite. So yes, that is it for this message. If you deem this energy as suitable to continue to walk with you on your spiritual journey, yeah, because this is considered an aspect of you. This is an aspect of your love. Drop it down in the comments below. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you're feeling my vibe, especially if this message does resonate with you. To book a healthy conversation, you can by visiting www.milkhoneyRose.org. Also, you can join the membership here on YouTube to gain access to additional content. All right? All right. I'll see you in the next one.